All right, so this is my final project on Sinatra. I've called it Virtual Passport because its primary purpose is for a user to be able to document the countries they've been to, as well as some subsequent data like a description of the country, um, of course, the country's name, any must-see locations in the country, things that a user thinks everybody should see, of course, and the dates that they traveled there. So I'm going to walk you through how this works, how to fill in that information, the different capabilities of the application, and yeah, let's get started. So here we have just our welcome or homepage, where a user is able to either create an account or log into their existing account. So if we choose sign up, it'll take us to, of course, the sign up page. And below that, you, of course, can fill out the information and create an account. Or you can choose, of course, a login option if you somehow accidentally ended up on the sign up page. So I already have an account, actually multiple after creating the application. So I'm actually going to choose to log in. And in the event that I didn't even mean to do that, if I did want to create a new account as a user, then I can go back to, of course, that sign up page. And of course, this will take us there. So I'm going to go ahead and log in under an existing account, actually one that was created on my cat's behalf. So disregard that email, but she does love chicken pate. Anyway, what we have here is the basically index page for all of the countries that have been logged. So these are all the entries by any given user, or by all of the users rather, that are in the database. And so obviously you can't really tell which ones belong to me as a user that's logged in. So we do have this profile option. You can just click profile. Yes, Ellie's the cat's name, and it shows her entries. So she only has one, and it's for the country of Turkey. You can see the data is all filled out, the description that she wanted to leave, the dates that this user traveled there, any must-see locations in their opinion. And of course, we have the option to edit that data. So we can just get rid of this exclamation point, for example, to show that the edits are persisting. So see, there's no exclamation point here now, which shows that you can edit the data, and of course, it's being saved to the database. Of course, there's the option to delete an entry, but before we try that one out, I'm going to create a new entry just to show a couple things. The first thing that I want to show is that these entries will not save if there are any empty fields. So in this case, I've left 2 of the fields empty. I'm just going to go ahead and click create entry. And as we can see, it redirected us back to this new entry form because that was, quote unquote, bad data. So for the sake of the example, if we just create a generic entry, see all of the fields are filled out. We can create this entry and it will appear on the list of all countries, which is where we're redirected to. This country is not a country we want to keep in here. Obviously, it's not real. So this is going to be a good one to delete. And since it belongs to me as the currently logged in user, I can click delete entry. And we can see it's gone from this all countries list. And just for verification purposes, we can also see it's gone from the list on this specific user's profile. Now, one important thing to note, if we go back to all countries, we can click one. Obviously, the current user only created the country of Turkey. So all of these other countries do not belong to the currently logged in user. And while that's the case, we can see these other entries. Of course, you can see the data that's been entered by other people or by other users. And one thing that we should be noticing about these pages that don't belong to the currently logged in user is that they don't have the option down here to edit or delete any of these entries. And that's really important because, of course, we don't want this user to be able to edit other users' posts. So that's Virtual Passport. Of course, at the end of the session, a user can log out, clearing the session data, and we're just redirected back to that welcome page.